they took me when I was a little kid. I was about 2, and they had 2 children. I expected to be loved like their 2 children,
and you just didn't feel like you were treated the same, yeah.
And I couldn't understand why they didn't love me like them, but that really wasn't their fault.
You feel like you were betrayed by your biological mother?
I could, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
definitely.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are you proudest of about yourself?
That I raised 7 wonderful children and got a wonderful husband.
Great.
I'm looking forward to meeting God.
Okay. Have your moments of happiness outweighed your moments of regret?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. If you hold a fundamental truth, what is it?
The fundamental truth is that we're here as pilgrims, and it's only temporary, and material matters are not important.
Right.
You have to have good priorities.
Okay, this isn't in the book, but I'd like to ask this too, for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
When you both pass on, not that anybody wants that, but it's a part of life, right?
Yeah.
When you pass on, what would you both want to see in this world, or what would if you were looking down, say, Ann, when you're looking down,
what heaven's like?
No, what's down?
No, when you're in heaven.
And you're looking down at them.
And that's another question I'm going to have for you, Bob. But when you're looking down from heaven, hopefully you're not looking up.
With a shovel in our hands.
When you're looking down, what would you like to see the world?
Peace. No conflicts at all.
No conflicts at all. Anything?
Peaceful. Yeah. Our family.
And how do you want to see your children when you're up there as they're getting older and
being
kids
good citizens and minding their own business.
And loving each other.
And loving each other.
And supporting each other. Always thinking of each other.
Through thick and thin. And
yes.
Yeah.
Now another thing, how do you view heaven, Ann?
I view heaven.
How do you view it?
I just view it as a place where it's peaceful.
Do you see it as a walking around on clouds, or do you see it as like a light, or do you just see people walking around?
My Catholic religion tells me I'm going to have my body again.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I will.
So you think you're just going to be like down here?
Yeah,
but you're going to be up there
without
conflict or
it's like this world without any
pain. Sin.
And you believe the same, Bob, or and that's how you picture it?
Yep.
Just like you're walking around here.
Well, why would you have a body in heaven if you weren't going to use it?
Right. What's that, Bob?
All the bad's gone.
All the bad's gone.
Okay. So it's good.
Because
it's a beautiful world we live in.
Yep.
It's people that make it lousy.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There was one other important question I should have wrote down, but anything you can add, and that you can think of that you'd like to put on for, because like I said, I'm going to make copies for your kids too, so.
Yeah.
Well,
if we talk to our kids, we just tell them to get along with each other and love each other.
Mm-hmm.
That was the greatest thing in my life, is having a good husband and 7 children.
Mm-hmm.
And wonderful in-laws and my grandchildren. We've been so blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I think I may not make it to heaven.
I know one thing I didn't ask you, and it's superstition.
No, I'm not superstitious.
Not at all. He was talking about like walking underneath the ladder. You don't have any, nothing. Do you have any favorite sayings that you can think of that you maybe grew up with, or that you liked, that you stuck in your head?
The funny thing is, my mother, the woman that raised me, was always had, a job begun is half done, and it used to irritate.
What was it again?
A job begun is half done. It used to irritate the heck out of me. My mother would say that, when she wanted me to iron or something. But then I found myself saying the same thing to my kids. And I don't have anything special, but it's funny how you do the same things that your parents did.
Yeah. It is, like I was asking him. Right.
But I think our generation showed more love to the kids than
I agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm. It was a strange relationship when we were growing up. Children were to be seen and not heard.
Right. Yeah.
And that's
I agree.
True.
And from what talking to other people, like the
we weren't allowed
99-year-old lady, very strict, but very, that's good though. I mean, like
so
my
different.
parents, they were strict with us, and I thank my parents today because I see how the world
Well,
is now.
I would imagine that Daniel and John and Michael Halasey never said anything to the kids that they love them.
They probably didn't.
That's another thing, yeah.
They were probably all alcohol. I don't know. Well, Michael, I don't know if he was. Was he? Did he drink it all? Do you know? Bob?
He took it now
Did he?
and then.
Being Irish, you know.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if their father was an alcoholic or if he, you know, because he died in 1882, so I couldn't say if he was, but he was Irish and it was during the potato famine, so who knows, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows? Johanna smoked a corncob pipe. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The first lady that came over, the wife.
Oh,
And that was pretty common, I think.
She was a Brennan.
That was pretty common. A lot of women smoked and chewed tobacco back then, believe it or not. Yeah, kind of interesting. But,
Yeah.
so you both, what you're both saying is, when you pass on, you don't want a fancy,
We don't want
Nothing.
no
you don't want
fancy
anything, you know.
Nothing. I said, I've
Yeah.
already told the kids, if you spend any money, I'm gonna come back and haunt you.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather have masses said what good is it gonna do to put me in a gold coffin and have a big funeral
Right.
when I'm shoveling coal somewhere? You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I need your prayers.
So, but guess that finishes the interview,
Thank
Bob.
you, thank you.
I appreciate you.
Does anybody ever
Talking.
take you,
And-
interview you?
No, they haven't interviewed me yet. I'm
Well-
too young to be doing this.
Yeah.
Well, I like to get my face in there so they know that I've interviewed. So that's the end of the interview with Bob McCarter and his wife Ann. And
It's been a
hopefully
joy.
it's been a joy. Very nice people. Their children are just as well nice. And
Rich.
hopefully they'll want to see this tape later. So I think they'll enjoy it. So that ends it for now. And thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Bob.
Oh,
Thank you, Ann. Thank you so much.
welcome,
I appreciate it.
I know, I know.
Bye-bye.
And just every Monday.
And they record too. They record too, right?
Yes.
No, it's just.
Hey, just talking.
What is your name?
What is your name? Vámonos hacia Gallo. Je viens de Montréal. Yay! She just laughed.
John. John. Luke. Luke. Luke.
Yes, it's a hot seat, eh? Hey, you want this? What?
Would you like to say anything else, Chris Jones?
Nothing else.
Tracy?
It's so expensive. This video is going to St. Louis.
St. Louis, okay.
Then we see a hockey game there.
I'm at the Mount Olivet Cemetery where Teresa Halasey Wilmers, wife of John Wilmers from her second marriage. Her first marriage was to a Herbert Murphy, who died in Canada, Hespeler, Ontario, Canada. This is Teresa Wilmers, 1896 to 1987. This was her husband, John A. Wilmers. It says 1895 to 1974. And this must be his mother and father, Joseph Wilmer, 1858 to to 1934. And Mother Elizabeth Wilmers, 1867 to 1923. It shows that Teresa was cremated. I do not know who Budenbender is. Teresa. This was Teresa Halasey Wilmer's husband, John A. Wilmers. They're all buried at Mount Olivet Cemetery. It's off of Van Dyke and McNichols Catholic Cemetery. Big cemetery. Samuel McCarter, Agnes McCarter's husband. Agnes is buried here, but she has no tombstone. Bridget Carey Halasey, wife of Daniel Halasey. Mother of Agnes McCarter, mother of Catherine, mother of Julia Halasey Pommerenke, which is Bob McCarter's birth mother. Mary Halasey too. She's also a daughter of Bridget Halasey. Beatrice Halasey McGray is buried in Sonoma, California. And Teresa Halasey Wilmers is also buried in Mount Olivet. Under a tree. This is Mount Olivet Cemetery, right outside Detroit City. It's off of Van Dyke. It's off of Van Dyke and McNichols. Mm-hmm.